Hey friends, Karen Basket DIYer here. Welcome back for another fun tumbler tutorial with me. All right, you guys, if you're new here, welcome. If you are a regular, well, thanks for coming back. Okay, so the tumbler that I have for you today is a Nurse Life tumbler. Back in the fall, whenever I was doing vendor events, I had several requests for nurse tumblers. So I finally got around to making one, and it just involves wood grain, vinyl, and some other fun vinyl. So just stay tuned, follow along, and I'll walk you through the steps and show you how I created this one. What you're seeing here is actually a TikTok tutorial that I did one evening. I just had a cup that I had already primed with Universal White, and then I'm using Pigment number 6 from the CrystaLac Company, and I am just applying it directly onto my brush and just using that chip brush to go back and forth, up and down in the same motion, never around the cup, just up and down. You know, this is how I achieve a wood grain look. You can apply it directly to your tumbler, but I found that I got the best results by applying it directly onto my brush. And once you get to the bottom, you can just kind of spin your brush around like you saw me do. I realize this is a really fast tutorial, but I think you kind of get the gist of it. You basically just work your brush on your paint there and with your pigments to achieve the wood grain look you're happy with. Okay, you guys, so I've actually had this wood grain tumbler sitting around for quite a while now. I made it one night doing a live in my Facebook group a long time ago, and it just got set off to the side and I never did anything with it. I was planning to make it look more like wood by doing knot holes and all, and I just didn't. I got distracted. It's one of the few tumblers that I've never finished out. But I have a plan for it today, and the little TikTok video that you just saw is teaching you how I achieve a wood grain look using Universal White and the pigments from the CrystaLac Company. So really what I'm doing right here is finally just going ahead and applying a layer of BRITE tone to this tumbler. This is the first layer of BRITE tone. You can definitely see a difference and see that it's shining up and all. So I'm just putting a nice even layer on. I'll let this dry for 4 hours, and then I'll be able to move on and finally do something with this tumbler. Alrighty, so I have this really cute vinyl from Expressions Vinyl. It came in one of their grab bags. You can purchase this on their website, and if you check the description box below, there's a link for $5 off your first order there. I am going to be trimming this down to size and wrapping this right around the center. My tumbler's nice and dry. It's got that one coat of BRITE tone on it, but I just really think this wood grain along with this vinyl is going to be so super cute. It really pulls the brown colors of like the little medicine bottles and different things. So I'm just going to put that around the center and then jazz it up with some washi tape and a fun saying about nurses. So anyway, here I'm just measuring my tumbler and just trying to get it as close to the most accurate size as possible. I like to trim my vinyl before applying it to the tumbler. Just get it, cut down to size, give it a little trial run here. And then my favorite way to apply vinyl is using window cleaner. I spritz my tumbler and then I remove the vinyl backing, and then I give it a little spritz and spread it all over the vinyl. You can also do this with Dawn dish soap and a little bit of water. I've not tried it that way, but I do hear that it works basically the same way. So you're going to see here that it's just super easy to remove, replace, adjust, shift your vinyl around because of that window cleaner. I'm just rolling it out to get any of the excess bubbles out, any of the excess window cleaner, just to squish all those out. Okay, so really quickly, I want to just show you this. I do it a lot of times off camera. I don't even think about showing you guys, but sometimes you get air pockets trapped underneath. So I just try to do it discreetly in the vinyl. I just slice a little hole in the vinyl, and if I can't work it out the edge or the seam, you know, area, then I will just, you know, cut the little slit in the vinyl and work those air bubbles out. I also use the brayer to roll them out as well. I showed you these brayers the other day, but in case you missed it, this is a 2-pack I got off of Amazon really inexpensively, and I will definitely be putting that in the description below for you, the link to these, because they have been super helpful with smushing my glitter down, and you know, now this type of thing, removing air pockets under vinyls, so be sure to check that out. And then sometimes just simply rolling the tumbler a little bit can help it push out of those little slits that you've already cut. You don't want to, you know, continually press and rub and stretch your vinyl, because then that can just cause extra issues. But yeah, I think it's pretty air pocket free now. And I just need to definitely let this dry out, that window cleaner dry out really well before moving on to my bright tone layers. I found this little nurse life saying in my Cricut design space. So here I'm just creating an offset for it. And then I'm going to cut out my design in 2 different vinyls. I also like to stack my offset before applying it to the tumbler. I know sometimes I see people doing their offset 1 layer at a time on the tumbler surface. I have a hard time getting things straight as it is, so this is just easier for me to stack it, then apply it to the tumbler. I'm using this new transfer tape that I got from HTV Ront. I am really loving this. It's clear, it's durable, and it has really great stickiness to it and just does really well. So I've got my fun washi tape here, and it actually matches my vinyl that I put on, that metalized mist vinyl. So I'm really excited about that. Guys, I don't know if you've learned this about me yet or not. It's probably a little bit more apparent in like my flipping the farm videos. I get really excited over little things really easily and like to celebrate. So like I am just screeching inside right now because I think this tumbler is turning out amazing. And I just love it when a design comes together, because you guys know that does not happen for me very often. I have so many iffy cups that I tell you that I just push through and make work, and that is so the truth. So this one, the idea was in my head the whole time, and I'm really excited about it. So okay, I may have to adjust that just a smidge. Okay, let me see if I need to adjust this one. I mean, maybe just a little. I don't want to do too much, because then the washi tape starts to not stick as well. Okay, but I will, oh my goodness, that is so perfect. Yay. Okay, so I'm gonna just go over all of this vinyl with glitter glue really quickly. That seals it, holds it down so that it doesn't try to like lift and float away whenever I put my bright tone layers on. This also keeps the bright tone from repelling, or the vinyl from repelling bright tones. So it's kind of a 2-for-1 here. Seals it and keeps it from repelling. To go both ways from bottom to top to get up under all the edges, and then I go from top to bottom. I mean, if it makes you feel better, go all the way to the top of your tumbler. Totally up to you. All right, 2 hours of dry time, and then it's on to bright tone layers. All right, first layer of bright tone going on here. I just really love this cup. I think it's so stinking cute. Make sure you cover every little bit of it. Also, don't apply too much pressure, otherwise that can cause streaks. I know sometimes it looks like I work my bright tone a lot. I really don't have a lot of issues. Not to say that I haven't ever had any issues with it, but I just really don't struggle with a lot of issues. So, yeah, just apply it and walk away. Wait 4 hours, come back, do another layer. Okay, friends, here it is, all nice and complete. Now, I did do about 6 or 8 layers total on this tumbler on top of all that vinyl. I did do 1 level sand and, continued on every 4 hours with those total of 8 layers on top of it all. So I think this is beautiful. I mentioned earlier I had not ever made anything for nurses and had requests. So this is what I came up with. I hope you like this. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Definitely like, subscribe, comment, let me hear from you. And as always, thanks so much for watching.